All right, y'all. I'm on StreamYard, so there's the link. Yep, I tell you I'll be back. I tell you I'm gonna come right on Mo. So I'm on StreamYard. What are you talking about? You don't see the link in the above? Let me put it in there again. It's in the chat. You don't see it? It should be in the chat. And it's also on the screen. Well. Where you at? That look like Amazon.
Hello?
Yep. Call us.
Sorry, I'm in some arcade thing before work. I have to work from midnight to 7.
What?
So I'm waiting
In
for
an
it to close.
arcade.
Huh?
You at working in an arcade.
No, I'm waiting for it to close because I gotta do overnight. So they usually close at midnight.
Why they need somebody to work overnight when it's closed? What they
What was
gonna
that?
do?
Because it's security.
Yeah, but there's nobody in there.
That's the point. Yeah, they want to keep somebody. They want to keep some people here, like supervise like this facility because they have break-ins before. So they have us working here
Oh,
at this building.
people be stealing video games
Well,
or
like no,
money
just
in
like
the machines.
there's like cars. Let me show you. There's like cars and stuff, like antique cars. I don't know how to flip the camera. Let me show you right
Okay, I see.
there. So yeah, they're gonna close at at 12. So I gotta go soon.
Well, that should be fun.
No, it's not because these people take forever to leave, and they want to stay here forever. Like these kids, and you gotta clear them out, and they want to stay here. And we're like,
well,
you gotta go, but they want to keep staying because they want to get the money's worth.
well, it's 11:17, so
I know. I got a couple more minutes.
they don't got the announcement. We'll be closing at
I
midnight.
know.
Please make your way to the door.
No. I tried for you to like text message me, but I don't get your text messages or emails. I'm not sure why.
Did you just get it? Because I just sent it.
Okay, what's this guy Ron? Why is he talking so much smack? Like, what's wrong with him?
I don't know. I told him, I said, I told him if you come on here, because I ain't, I said, if I just ignore him, they'll
Ron and
leave
the
you
other guy,
alone.
what's his name? These nuts.
Who knows? They probably lurking in the background because it's five of y'all, but you probably lurking in the background.
They got like nothing better to do.
I ain't got no time for no trolls and no stalkers.
I
But
just
I
laugh
had
because
to.
I'm like, these people got nothing better to do. You're trying to give information for employment, and things like that, and they don't take advantage of it.
That's all right. They, that whoever that was, someone, um, how that NBA working out for you. Don't worry about it. Ain't nobody asks you to pay for it. Everything I
Exactly.
say is not everything I come on YouTube. I don't say everything about myself. You know,
Exactly.
don't let it
I was,
fool you. I come on here just to, chit chat because I've been working from home for so long and when you do these gig work, you don't really meet people, too many people, too much, because I'm used to working and, you work to an office and you have those coworkers. But now it's like, not really. I can't count Amazon, not that one I went up the street from the house. They ain't friendly. I didn't say they're not friendly. They don't talk, put it that way. And there's a lot of people like 20-ish, they don't really be conversing like that. You just a number, you
exactly.
know. Even the
I
one at
agree.
Jefferson, they were a bit more friendly, but that ain't people I'm gonna hang out after work. Oh, let's go and do,
Yeah.
nope. So when I come on YouTube, I just come on because it's like an extension of coworkers. And some people I do talk to on a I talk to on a regular basis, like Shelly Shell and,
And that
Du
guy,
jour. We
what's the guy
supposed to
with the
hang out.
glasses? The white guy with the glasses that he was a
Oh,
little
David,
off. Yeah, yeah. He looks pretty cool, but he's just a little, I don't know, strange. I don't know. But he's pretty cool.
you
And
say he a little off.
there was a Chinese guy that came on one time. I don't know if he was Chinese or Asian.
Oh, you talk about Romeo.
Yeah, I just seen him. I haven't seen him again.
He's just hard to understand. He's I don't even know what Romeo is, to be honest. He's not Mexican. He's not Spanish. I don't know. I think he's Asian. I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Okay, okay.
He been trying to do YouTube videos and stuff, and I be occasionally says, "Let me see what he talking about." But you know, you got to be able to understand what you're saying. I was like, "What? What are you saying?" And
Oh my
I know,
god.
I know I come off kind of like, God dang, Teresa, you mean, but I can say mean, but I would say, I show my expressions like,
Exactly.
what are you saying? What are you
That's
talking
just
about?
your personality. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, what are you saying? Oh God.
But Amazon, I was applying for Amazon. I applied for Amazon for risk manager. I went to Amazon Jobs, and they pay like 63,000. I was like, wow, from it's 87. So I'm waiting for them to call me, hopefully. But it's pretty good. I don't know. They said they need a bachelor's degree, so I applied. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them. So
Yeah. Just keep applying.
yeah, I applied for that, and I applied for security specialist at Amazon. But I applied everywhere. I don't really care where they send me. I just applied for like all the locations, so I really don't care. For that salary, it's pretty good. I'll go anywhere.
Yeah. Sometimes you may have to, I'm not saying to do what I'm doing as a warehouse associate, but sometimes you may have to go to that back door to go to get into the other ones,
Yeah, exactly.
because you don't have to, all you have to do is apply. They give you the
Uh-huh.
drug test and they say, okay, come on, start this day, and that's it. So
And I was looking at the
because
generation thing you said me, but it's the classes, right? For generation for the cybersecurity.
no, not that one. Generation, I don't think they do cybersecurity. They do full
Okay.
stack. Now there's another one that I found today that I was like, oh my goodness, that I found today. It was on LinkedIn,
Uh-huh.
and it's a program. It's a nonprofit organization. They training for one was cybersecurity that I did find. Let me see if I can see where it is.
But I was just like your experience with these people that you said you talked to on the generation thing. I was like they're really rude. So they were like acting funny.
Yeah, I was like, a lot of people, a lot of them in that, it's like 60 something people in the class. A lot of them are from other countries.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was like maybe what, one black guy, me. No, I'm not the only black woman, American. Let me see, one, two.
So you're pretty much self-taught. It goes at a fast pace.
No, not no, no. How it works is co-academy. You learning, but then there's a part where you also interacting together with the instructor. When
Okay.
they call it synchronous, that's when you coming in with the instructor and then the class, and then they got a time and say, okay, y'all gonna study on your own, and but you're doing it between that Monday through Friday, and then they come together and then they say, okay, if you have understanding or you don't understand, they have TAs to assist you. But I had just came across something today that was training. It was free training. They have a cohort starting. I said, well, you know what? I'm already in and learning. Let me finish doing this thing first before I jump to something else. But I will be learning AWS cloud
Yeah.
computing on my own. That's free.
Okay. It's free. Yeah.
I'll just have to send you the different I may have to do a separate video tomorrow where I could share the screen and everyone could kind of look at it. I'm gonna title it something different.
Yeah.
That you don't
Definitely.
have to have no experience. It's like zero experience. Um, when you finish the training program, they also because see the one in Atlanta is different than say in Florida. They may have a training partner that's
Yeah.
different, but it all is so certain regions have different programs, but it's all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just different vendors. And like I told you, with Amazon, they do offer starting January 1st, they
Uh-huh.
offering free training and classes and 100% tuition.
Oh wow.
And I heard through the grapevine that they was going to increase the pay
Well, they pay here in Orlando. They're paying 18.50 an hour now.
depending on the shift.
18.50. I know some girl that works there. She said that they pay 18.50, and she pretty much, I guess, she picks her days. I don't know. She was saying that she picks her days, and that she likes it there. So
I think it depends on what location and what she's doing because it's so I don't know. I don't know about picking no days, but they don't have that. They used to have that. When I did Amazon Fresh, that's when you was a flex. You come
uh-huh.
in and you pick the schedule from your app, but
Uh-huh.
that is different from being a permanent blue badge employee where you get the benefits and stuff
Yeah.
and you have a set schedule. Either you work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or you could work a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So it depends what she's doing. But everything is different. It could be Amazon Fresh, Whole Food, a fulfillment center. But if it's the one that you pick your schedule, that means you pick the blocks of time that you want to work every week. Like you can do,
Okay.
you can select your schedule every 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think I've never came across that. They haven't had that in Atlanta for a minute since last year. But that's Amazon Fresh, and I don't want to pick no groceries, and I don't want to be in no freezer. So I said nope.
Because
So I chose a strict schedule.
they have a distribution center here. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a
So
fulfillment center.
yeah, the fulfillment center. So it's not too far from where I live, but it's always like the parking lot is always crazy packed. I mean, she said they pay 18.50 an hour. She likes it, so she's been there for almost 2 years. So
She didn't always get that 1850. Oh, that's why she got 1850.
18.50, yeah.
She didn't normally start out with that. She probably because I when I transferred over to one up the street from my house, that huge one. If you remember
Uh,
you saw the video, I couldn't show
yeah.
you inside. That building is huge.
Uh huh.
And I just got a little increase too. I was like, oops. I said they must have wrote this by mistake. But nope. It was a little increase that I got. I only been there 3 months. So they did say you go up to something amount, but I think they said they're gonna give another increase.
Yeah.
I think they said it's gonna start everybody at $20 an hour, a little bit over 20.
Uh-huh.
That's what I heard, but
That's good.
I gotta wait and see.
Yeah, I
You
was
gotta
thinking
wait
of
and see.
relocating. Well, checking out Phoenix too, because I have a friend that moved to Phoenix, IT job. I don't have an IT degree, but he has an IT degree, and he said there's a lot of jobs there. Move
Oh,
there.
yeah, I did hear Phoenix
Yeah.
has a lot of positions.
I used to live in Dallas, but then I left. I came back to Florida because family reasons. But I was in. I used to live in Dallas, so
Yeah, I was supposed to have a lot of jobs too, but
yeah, they have a good
a lot of
job market.
jobs. A lot of I ain't gonna say jobs. I'm not trying to say jobs, careers, because
Careers, yeah, a lot of careers. They have a lot of careers. It's really good. Um, and Houston is good too, but I heard like Phoenix is really good. Well, now a lot of people from New York have been to Phoenix, California, and Austin is good too. But Austin is just expensive.
yeah, it got expensive because everybody moved over there, and those IT companies moved to Austin.
Yeah,
Tesla,
yeah. So,
Google, Facebook. Well, I don't know about Facebook, but I know all those big IT companies moved to Austin, and they got it
yeah,
very expensive.
yeah. They moved to Austin, and I have a friend in Austin. I have Phoenix. One of my friends moved to Phoenix for the IT job. I don't really know anybody in Atlanta.
Man,
They have
Atlanta
a,
got too oversaturated. Other people move to
everybody,
Atlanta to these ghetto. It be
everybody
ghetto.
moving to
People ain't got no
Atlanta.
job. I'm gonna do Uber when I get to Atlanta. Like y'all better quit. You know how many
Oh,
times I be trying to rent out my house in the past, and I get a call the next day. Ooh, I gotta move in tomorrow. Tomorrow, I ain't get no background check. I said, nah, y'all too quick. I said, what kind of job do you do? Well, I'm gonna do Uber when I get nope.
I just see like a lot of like you watch YouTube. I watch like a lot of young people in Atlanta. I guess they said it's really good. I don't know. Like I just watch like different
No, it
channels.
ain't. Who said that?
Well, I just watch like different channels, YouTube channels, and there's like people in Atlanta moving to Atlanta. I just put in YouTube search and I just watch the videos, and they're like, "Oh, it's so great here. You know, the job market is great. The houses are cheap."
Who said that?
Well, it's just like different people like you I watch on
I don't
YouTube.
know who. I don't know what they be talking about. I don't know what they talking about. I ain't
Oh,
know there's nothing cheap about Atlanta and no housing and ain't no plenty of jobs. That
there's some
might be an
lady,
old video. You might be talking about something. You might be look at the date.
probably older, but yeah, some lady that her daughter moved to Atlanta, and she's gonna get she was waiting to get called. Well, she got called from Microsoft, I guess, and she said she might be starting at 87,000 as a developer or something like that, or developmental department. So if she gets it, I guess she's gonna be making $87,000 a year starting. She moved to Atlanta like 2 weeks ago, so I don't know
Yeah.
how true that is. I don't know how true that is, but that's what she told me that her daughter just moved to Atlanta.
I mean, if she's going in for developer or technical or something, yeah. But and if they're not saying any of those things,
But she's an English major. She used to work as a teacher here in Florida, and then she said that she got tired of teaching because the kids just drove her crazy. And she just decided to move her boyfriend to Atlanta. So I guess she just got the interview, and she's waiting. I guess when she gets a job, she'll get. I guess she'll be writing something like writing something for micro. I don't even know. She just told me. I'm gonna ask her today. I didn't really get the gist of it, but she said that she was making 87,000 starting. I said, I hope she gets a job.
well, if she's working at Microsoft, I could see that. If
Well,
she said,
she's not working there yet. She's going for the interview. She got called for the interview, so if she gets it, I guess she'll be 87,000 starting. So
yeah, if it's Microsoft and if she's doing software developing on something to that nature, I could see that. But if she doesn't have, I mean, she got an interview, that's great. But
yeah, I told her like I was like, wow, that's good. I want to go over there hiring. I said I want to if it's at 87,000. I'm sure you could live on that. I'm sure, and have, buy a house and all that. I mean, the house is expensive now, but that's a good salary
I wouldn't
for
buy a
20.
house right now if I was anybody. I wouldn't be buying. I wouldn't be focused on buying a house because
Yeah,
I would just focus on just getting it, 87 and move
I'm
in the
moving out. Yeah,
outskirts or in a
yeah,
nice suburb area because
yeah.
in town, like even 10 miles down the road to Decatur, they want 400, 500,000. But I
What?
think I don't know if the real estate's taking the tank for a term, but it's too many
So
um,
many. Yeah.
hedge fund companies looking to buy. I got an email today. I have to curse people out all day today. Are you looking to sell? Are you at this address? Fuck no. Leave me alone.
Oh my
Stop
god.
texting me. Talk about you. I'm buying houses in your area. Why would I want to sell my house to a developer, a real estate investor, when I could
Yeah.
probably turn around and do it myself, hire a project manager?
Exactly.
You want to
Yeah.
buy my house? No,
But I mean,
because
I just the rent too. I don't know how much the rent is out there, but I'm sure like it's crazy money, right? For like a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom.
it all depends where you live. If people coming in Atlanta and they want to pay and they looking for $900 something in rent, you good luck finding that. The hood, the even in the outskirts, in the worst of worst conditions, they want at least 1,200, 1,300.
Wow.
They want at least that. And that's not even in the most whatever. If you want a
How about
nice area with nice school or nice with, whatever, you better come up with at least 1,800.
oh
And
my
that's on the
god.
cheap side. That's on the cheap side.
Oh my
If you
god.
want to live in Atlanta in the city, when I be driving, when I was showing my videos and I used to do all the food deliveries
Yeah,
and
the
I was
Uber,
showing
yeah,
y'all,
Uber Eats. You did. I remember seeing you doing the, I think
and I was
Instacart.
in Buckhead
Yeah, yeah.
and all those beautiful apartments, they want at least 2 grand, if not more.
Oh my god.
Those beautiful apartments and stuff. Even the one I used to live in back in the day. One day I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go back to the Darlington apartments to show you where I used to
That's
live. I used to live on a 20 something floor. It was a studio,
that's how
and
Orlando is.
man, that thing was like $600 and something back in 1990, back in the early 2000s. I lived there for
Uh,
6 years before I finally moved. I went back there 2 years ago, at least three. No, 2 years ago. I went back. I said, "How much?" And they was acting all snooty and snotty anyway. It's gonna, bitch, please. I used to live here for 6, 7 years. What are you talking about?
that
Man, she talking about that same studio apartment 2 years ago, almost a little bit over 2 years ago, was 1,400. And this
oh
is a
my
studio.
god.
When I lived there, when I lived in that Darlington apartment, you can even Google it, Darlington, and you can look up, man, it had everything down there. It had a Chinese restaurant, it had a dry cleaners, hair salon. I used to go down there, get my hair done. To that black Frenchman, he tried to put a perm in there, trying to burn out my hair. I'm like, I don't know, relaxing my hair, just straighten it. And what else they had? They had a good little thing. Now when I went back to that same apartment,
Uh huh.
they remodeled everything downstairs, was done completely. It used to be another apartment in the back, and that was kind of gated when you get in there. It was across the street from Justin's, but then Justin's closed down, and it was P Diddy's restaurant. It was right across the street, and it was across the street from Piedmont and the Shepherd Center. Man, ain't no telling what they want for those apartments now. I was paying six something, which included the utilities and everything.
Uh huh.
Now, mm-mm. Then when I left there, they said, "Oh, we got to charge $40 for the water." How y'all determine who used the most water? So
Exactly.
I said, "Why I got to
Exactly.
pay the why I got to pay a price based on
On
however they determine the water bill at that given moment?
the
It
consumption, because
wasn't a set price;
yeah,
it was always different."
because you could be the only one living in an apartment. You could have 4 people in another apartment. You pay for them, so it's like kind of like it's not fair in a sense.
Well, all those apartments was either a studio or one bedroom, so you
Oh,
can't.
okay,
There's no
okay.
way one. Ain't no way. No, that's not true because my sister and my niece and stuff stayed with me when that Hurricane Katrina happened.
You
We were
see?
living in that studio at the time.
Yeah.
But
I
man,
mean, you could lease it and have somebody come after. They don't know, you know. I mean, not, yeah, and then have someone move it. You don't know. You're not gonna know unless they're there every day to check or maintenance says
well, it
something.
didn't make no difference because people were smoking weed and someone keep tapping at my door all the time. And who the hell keep tapping? It was like a drug dealer next door. They were selling drugs at next door. They would tap. I'm like, who keeps tapping on my door? And one time I had a peeping Tom. Because this building is a old it's one of the first high rise buildings in Atlanta, and it is shaped like a cross. So it's like you could see. I don't know. You have to Google it one day. One day you have to see what it looks like from the outside. I'll have to Google it and then show you. But I think everybody lived in the Darlington apartments at one point, and they lived in Atlanta. They moved to Atlanta. I think everyone had lived there at one point
Yeah.
because it was like real old. It was well, it had a little the location was perfect. But ain't no $600 no more. That
Damn.
whole area is expensive.
Atlanta's
Those
full.
penthouses
It's full.
and
Atlanta's full. Too many people.
I always tell people it's closed. They're like, I don't make any money. I said, it's closed. Boop.
Keep
Did your friend
driving.
in New York ever moved when he told you his unemployment was ending and you said he was what
No,
happened?
he was like he was gonna move, and then he didn't end up going nowhere. Like he stayed in New York, and I'm like, why you? First he said he was moving, then he said he didn't have a car. He had to buy a car, so he didn't end up moving. He stayed in New York. Has a mentality, the New York mentality, where you want to stay in New York forever. You don't want to move out of New York, but some people just like it and they like the party life, and then they leave and they get bored and want to go back. So he didn't end up coming. He didn't end up leaving. He's still there.
I mean, I can see people not wanting to leave New York because I probably would have stayed and lived in New
Yeah.
York. If my mother didn't sell that house, I would have lived right there. I wouldn't have moved.
Well, I used to live in Brooklyn, in Bushwick. So I lived by Halsey, Decatur on there. So I mean, it was pretty nice, decent. But now it's an arm and a leg for an apartment. So expensive, and they came in there and they did everything now. So they got all the white folks who moved in. They took all the buildings over. They remodeled them, and then they rented to the white folks for
Yep,
double the
with that
price.
little dog
Yeah.
walking through the bush. But remember that Spike Lee movie, Do the Right Thing?
Uh huh.
And he made that movie back in the '90s and stuff. He was talking about stuff that ended up happening.
Yeah.
When he was talking about that white dude with the pizza, he said we lived in Brooklyn, and they looked at
In
him
Brooklyn.
like, "What?
Yeah. Uh huh.
That gentrification and stuff didn't hit Brooklyn when he made that movie." He
Wow.
talked about
That's
that,
crazy. That's crazy.
and all that police brutality and stuff, and all those
Yeah.
things he was talking about in that movie
Uh huh.
is stuff that happened.
That happened. Yeah.
So that was kind of amazing how he wrote something like that, and
Yeah. Ended up happening.
where white folks start moving. But I saw that coming before I moved. Before I left New York, I lived in Brooklyn. Before they,
Wow.
because it was years before it took them to build that new stadium. I remember when they were talking about it, but they
Oh,
never
yeah,
the
the
Barclay Center.
the Barclays Center, yeah. And then I used to work on J Street. Models on J Street.
Yeah.
I used to work there when I was in high school, and then they ended up getting. I was on the floor working I used to work in the clothes and stuff, and retail. So then someone came in that night, and then they robbed the store, and the managers had the nerve to go into the safe room with the money, and they left us on the floor. And then all of a sudden, I didn't see the person, but supposedly they came in, they took them, they robbed the store, but they wasn't there with it was it was like some Guyanese or Trinidadian. They were managers and they just locked themselves in there, and we was all
Mhm.
on the floor. I said that's messed up. So I just quit. I said, you know what, I'm not staying here. You guys don't even care about our safety, so I quit.
Nah, they set that up. They did
Yeah,
that themselves. They did that.
So
They tried to
yeah, I was thinking the
stage
same
that
thing. I was
robbery.
thinking it was a setup. It was a setup. I was thinking the same thing, but it was crazy because that area was, I don't know. Now it's changed. Now Metro Tech is all different. J Street, they all redid it, but at that time it was, it was pretty bad.
I know. Fulton Street, all those stores,
Yeah, Fulton Street. Yeah, Fulton.
Fort
That's what was on
Greene,
Fulton Street. Yeah,
and
all
Clinton
stores.
Hills right around the corner. And then if you
Uh-huh.
go a few blocks down, you'd be on Flatbush.
Yeah, Flatbush. They had what was that, the hospital? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the hospital. It was right by there. Can't think of the hospital.
Oh, I remember that.
And they had that school. What is it called? Brooklyn Tech, I think. The high school over there, Brooklyn Tech.
Yeah, Brooklyn Tech. I didn't apply to Brooklyn Tech. I applied to Bronx High School of Science and Stuyvesant. I didn't get into neither of those two
Oh,
schools.
I didn't even try. I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna try it because my GPA is not even that good. I'm not taking the test neither. But those schools are. It's hard to get in, regardless. Now so many people apply and they just take a limited amount of kids. Everybody wants to go to those schools.
Well, ain't no telling what it is now. You know,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
not to say it's not any good, but it's
Hmm.
probably changed a whole
Yeah,
probably Asian, Indian, a
yeah,
few
that's
black
what they had.
folks
Yeah, yeah,
and a few white folks because they're gonna go to private school anyway, so they ain't in
yeah. They all go to private school. The white folks all go to
a
private
charter
school.
school. They changed New York City public schools. It's not even Walton High School and all this stuff. It's the School Academy or something, and
Yeah, the cat. Yeah, they changed. Yeah, a lot
it's
of
like
rules
10
changed.
schools in one big building
Yeah,
on
one
each
big
different
building.
floor.
Yeah, or the School of Law. They just put like the School of Criminal Justice and within that high school. Yeah, because I remember when they started to phase all that stuff out. Those high school, the names, and they started to add on all that stuff. Yeah, it's crazy though. But I'm gonna actually call my friend and say, why you haven't left yet? Are you leaving to Atlanta? What's going on? Are you moving?
He was waiting for you to say something.
not to, he coming to
Oh,
Florida.
come on down. Come on, you
Nah,
can stay with me. I
not
was
to
thinking
Florida.
about when you told it. When you said
Nah.
it, I said, "Oh Lord, he gonna ask you to move in."
Uh-uh. If you're gonna stay in Florida, you better have your car. You better have your finances together. Coming out here, you better come with some money. Because it'll go quick. You don't have a job, especially or you need to come out with a job, apply for jobs, and then come down and have a job already. So
Shoot, he could work at Amazon. All you do is take a
yeah, Lyft, yeah, I'll get a
Lyft or
car.
Uber.
But the cars are so expensive now. Even used cars are expensive.
And I don't even hardly drive that Nissan Rogue as much. I drive it, but not every day.
You said you had a Toyota. I have a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, I
Um,
got a Toyota Corolla. That thing
that's
is still chugging along
yeah.
too.
I'm gonna say 100,000 miles.
You know how many miles?
100,
That ain't
100,000.
nothing.
Yeah, I know it still goes on forever. Those cars last forever. But I was thinking about. I know you said a Kia, but I was like, a Kia. What is
Hell
it?
no.
A Kia
Mm-mm.
Optima, but I was like, because you said something
Nope,
about that
nope,
they're bad. I was
nope,
like, you know what, forget that.
nope. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, the video. I was like, oh no, I don't want to. Because I
Don't
heard
do it. I
Kia's.
still didn't get my money from that class action suit for that Kia.
You had an Optima, right? That's what it was.
The Optima Limit, Kia Optima Limited, the LXX, the Limited.
Oh, got you. So those cars are not good. Like the warranty is not good, or what was?
Well, I drove that car past 100,000 miles or 10 years. It was either 10 years or 100,000. With all that driving I was doing when I was doing that deliveries and stuff,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
car been out of the warranty. I ain't even
yeah,
had
yeah,
that car for 6. I mean, it was what 5, 6 years.
yeah.
But it was really, to be honest, well, I don't know what was wrong with that car. Because like I said, it wasn't the engine because they replaced it with a brand new one.
Uh-huh.
Then they replaced this with the part, and the light came. No, that light keep coming on. They keep telling me something. I said no. Mm-mm. So I won't be surprised if I get a letter in the future about some other issue with a part. The turbo. That car just had too many things going on.
Now they saying that they don't think you like 10 years or 100,000 miles. Is that what it is?
It's 10 years or 100,000 miles.
And you said the car lasts 100,000 miles, 100,000 miles, so you probably have to get it fixed anyway.
I already
Right?
had way past. It was already past the 100,000 mile mark, so it wasn't covered under warranty.
Oh, okay.
And
So
the recall, they had too many recalls.
I'm not even gonna. Thank God I didn't get that car. I was like, I just stick with my Corolla. I was like, let me just keep this car because I haven't had no issues with my Corolla. I just bring it in for service and that's it.
Nope, ain't nothing wrong with that Corolla. Only thing I need to probably do is get that put it, oil change, probably buy me some new tires,
That's what
and
I done.
fix that lining inside the car and the paint. Other than that, ain't nothing wrong with that Corolla. That Corolla still be kicking along. If I hear anything, it's because I probably need to put some oil in the car.
Yeah, the only thing that's wrong with mine is just like the AC because I've had it like for I think 5-6 years now. So the AC is like, but still works. I have to put it on 4, and then it'll cool off. But it takes forever to get cold. But they said for me to replace that, it costs $2,000 to replace the air.
What year is your Corolla?
2012.
Oh shoot! I thought you were talking about. I'm talking about 2002.
Oh no, I got a 2012. No, 2012.
Ain't nothing wrong with that car. You can keep that car up until 2024. You keep
That's
that
what the
car.
guy told me. He said don't get rid of it. He said keep it. And I good thing I went my gut and kept it. And then when you said about the Optima, I was like, nah. I was gonna go get to Kia and get it and trade it in or something for Optima.
Nope.
In my head, I was like, because people were like Kias are really good. They're like, oh yeah, Optimas are really good. But then
Hell no.
video. Yeah.
Nope. Don't get no Hyundai. Don't get no Hyundai. Don't get no Kia.
Yeah.
You know Kia stands for killing in action, right?
Killer in action. Wow.
Nope, you would not. I would never, ever deviate.
Yeah.
If I was, I'm not getting no other car, to be honest. That dang Nissan Rogue, that gonna be it. That's it. I'm not buying no other cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because as long as I'm driving that Toyota on my little gig jobs or my little going around,
Yeah.
I'm not buying no other car.
Yeah, definitely not.
If anything, I could trade it in and probably get more money than what I pay for.
Yeah.
I'd get more money if I was to trade and say, oh, let me trade this in and get more money for what I pay for it. That's how desperate people are needing to buy vehicles.
Yeah. Like mine, I think is worth I think it was 7,000. That's for like 9,000. I was like, what? Like it went up like all of a sudden.
Yeah, because everybody's buying, everybody's
cars.
Looking for a used car. Toyota.
I said, wow. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. So, but if you sell one, you can't find a car, so it's hard to find cars at a good price.
If I was to paint that car, that Toyota, and fix that lining inside and put some brand new tires, and say I'm gonna sell it, shoot, I probably could make $3,000, $4,000.
Yeah, nowadays you can, yeah. And houses too. The house you probably make more. The equity and stuff, that. It's good.
This house already doubled than what I paid for.
Oh my gosh, you see, that's good.
That's why I keep getting these damn calls, and you didn't even know. But I don't know. Like I said, I think in the next couple of years, especially if I find me a career and they say, "Oh, this pays such and such," this house will be rented. I'm gonna hire a project manager and let them. I'm gonna fix this up. Fix up some of these little upgrades.
Yeah.
Because I need to get the upgrades. Because ain't nobody upgrade no kitchen. They upgrade the bathrooms. So.
But you made a good investment, though, at least. You could now everybody has a home now. They could sell it for double or whatever it is because the market. But I don't know.
I'm not gonna sell it.
Yeah,
they said why sell it and make one time when you could lease it.
Yeah, that's
or rent it and make monthly income, passive income monthly.
Yeah. I just wonder about the market. The housing market is gonna burst or what? I mean, it's crazy.
Why are you worrying about what I did, Ron? He said you drove the heck out of that car. You drove with no oil several times. How do you know?
I don't see the chat. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, they have comments in here. But you drove the heck out of that car. There's no oil several times. How does he know though? These people are nuts, man. Why
And
doesn't
which
Ron?
one you talking about? Because
Why doesn't Ron come on live stream? Ron, I need you to come on video and say that.
exactly.
We need you to talk. We need you to talk that mess on live stream. We want to see your face. We want to hear your voice.
Mhm.
It's easy to come on here, and just comment. But when you talk to someone, it's different.
Darn well ain't nobody drove no car several times with no oil. Several
Exactly.
times. Now, which car are you talking about? Because if you talk about the Corolla or the Kia, because the Kia is so the Kia is so computerized that car wouldn't even let me go further without no oil in the car. So that's a lie.
2,000K. How does he know it's 2,000K though? 200,000K.
You lie. See, you know what he's talking about.
200,000. He's lying. I know.
Ain't none of my cars, none of the cars I have ever reached 200K.
Ron, what car you drive, Ron? What kind of car
The
you drive?
Toyota Corolla has 150,000 miles on a 2002. The Kia Optima, before I traded that in, that car only had 135,000 miles, if not that. So, and the Nissan Rogue still got 10,000 something miles. By the time I drove that car off the lot, that last what? So I know what you talking about.
What kind of car Ron drives?
He ain't say nothing. Horse and buggy don't count. Ain't nobody had none of my vehicles ever reached 200K. None.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Now I know that Corolla needed some oil because I could hear it, but trust and believe.
Ron has a lot of jokes. He said 200,000 miles.
Look now, see, he's gonna be the inside of your car. You know what? You're not even gonna be acknowledged.
Exactly. This guy, man, he just has. It's not even. It's not even funny. Why would you, Ron? Why don't you just come on live stream and talk about it if you want to talk?
Exactly. If you want to bring something up, come on and bring it.
Exactly.
You haven't even seen the inside of my car. Have you ever seen the inside of my car?
Exactly.
Other than lining.
I just see like the when you show like the you talk. I don't really see.
He's still trying to talk. That's why. Where's Sally at? She usually. I don't know why she's not on here.
200K laughing at your house. Oh. What is he talking about? 200,000K.
You know what the hell he's talking about. Well, when people ain't got nothing, it's amazing.
Exactly, I know. Well, anyways, Ron. I guess he wants attention. That's probably what it is. But Ron, yeah, when you're ready to come on video and talk, we'll be here.
He ain't gonna be on here because I'm blocking him.
I mean, he was on yesterday too. Him and these nuts.
Yeah. That's why he blocked. He'll come up here and create another troll page and come on here.
He said, oh, let me see. Yeah, he's not gonna come in. Yeah, he's not gonna come in. He's scared.
Now he's blocked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean the housing, like the houses and stuff, the housing market. So you good as far as the houses and stuff, and all I want to do is I want to just make sure that I hopefully I get a job interview so I can get up out of Florida because the jobs here are horrible. The pay is horrible.
Yeah.
The pay here sucks, and the housing is expensive. And just Disneyland, Disney World, everybody comes here, to vacation. But I feel like the minimum wage is $10 now. I'm like, really? That's crazy. So it's like you don't really pay here.
What about Fort Lauderdale? Remember that time I was telling you that that girl rented the room and trying to tell me a 5x5 was it? You know, I said that's the size of the closet. You know, somebody's still renting out, especially my garage. The person lived all the way in California. He never did move his stuff
The
in the
one
garage.
when you told me the girl you told me that was in your house that she rented your space.
The garage in the room.
You still have the stuff. Whatever happened to that?
Oh, she came back to Georgia, no help. Some old man, he's standing there. I was like, what the hell? You know, I'm thinking like you useless. I was like, why did he come? He didn't even do anything. She didn't even drive in the car with him. She drove the van back. So she moved her stuff. She said she found a job in in Fort Lauderdale.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I didn't really understand what she was doing, but she was like, she seemed like she was an intelligent girl, but she said she was going back to Fort Lauderdale with her stuff by herself. I was like, I hope she finds some Hispanic or somebody to help her move all that stuff out that truck. Because she said she found an apartment or a house or something. I wasn't trying to be nosy because she was talking to these two white guys that drove by and saw that she needed help loading that truck. Because I wasn't going to help.
Oh, yeah, hell no. Because then something happens to you, then you're pretty screwed.
So she got her stuff. I think I end up making 200 something. She came about a month.
That's not bad.
And then this other person, he's supposed to move his stuff, and he from California. He got 3-4 different storage places spread out the place. And he been communicating with me through text. I keep asking him, who are you gonna move the stuff into the garage? But he never responded, but they sure keep paying me. So I was like, I said, you need to call neighbor or discuss that with them about that. I don't have nothing to do with the payment. I'm supposed to be the host. So it was great opportunities.
Hey, how long are you going to be on for?
I ain't going to be here too long because so many people about to get on my nerves. Let me see.
Yeah, because I have to go. It's about to be noon, midnight. So.
Oh, it's already midnight.
It's midnight now, so I'm going to go and I guess get changed and stuff. So if you want, I can probably be on later, but I'm not sure if you're going to be sleeping. So.
Now I got to do my assignment things tomorrow, and I'll be on tomorrow because I want to talk about the AWS.
All right.
And
all right. So if you stay on, whatever. If you stay on a little longer, I'll probably just get changed and probably go on a little bit. If anything, I'll just stop by tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be on it tomorrow.
All right then.
And then pick up your phone because I said, wait a minute, I know he gave me the right number.
I don't know why. I don't know. I gotta text you again. I'm gonna text message. Oh, send me your. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to. Oh, text me again. I don't know why I didn't get your text message.
You must have got it blocked. I don't know.
Hello?
Yep.
You know me your phone number.
I thought I had
Hello?
Yeah. Oh. Hey, 7 of y'all in here. Where the rest of y'all at? Sally, are you still in the room? DeJour, I know you working. Dorian, I know you probably working too. Colas, I know you working because you just left. Anywho, oops, I've been on here 50 minutes. All right, I'll talk to y'all. Hey, I just talked about you. You must have been in the background. You gonna come on in the link? Click on the link, DeJour, so you can come into the room. I'm on StreamYard, so. If you can't come on, just tell me. All right, I'm gonna stay a few more minutes, and after that, I'm gonna give. Oh, you driving? What time you supposed to be at work? It's midnight. Traffic? I know you didn't go through downtown. Wait a minute. I thought you worked at the Kroger closer to home. Or did you? Well, I'll let you concentrate on traffic because I don't want you to be texting me driving. And I've been on here for a minute, so who else is on here? Sally, you in here? Or you went or your Shelly show or y'all sleeping and watching? Oof. All right. I don't know who else on here. All right, Colis, Dejor. You can call me tomorrow. I thought we were supposed to meet tomorrow. All right. Shelly Shell, who else was watching? All of y'all have a good night. Me go.